Hi, I'm Doug Sedonis. I'm chair of the Department of Psychiatry, and I'm a co-investigator on numerous research projects that include a focus of the deaf community. I'm also a sponsor of faculty in their roles of doing research as principal investigators, also postdocs, and helping to create a research center here at UMass. As in all of clinical research, engaging and recruiting individuals to participate as research subjects is the hardest part of the research. It's so important to put extra energy into connecting with people who might be eligible to be subjects. That means understanding the culture, being able to communicate in a way that they will be able to understand quickly, because a very important part is developing trust so that they will be willing to participate in the research project so that they'll understand how it's going to help society or potentially even themselves. two things that really make a difference in being successful in recruiting and doing research in the deaf community are, one, to hire people who are outstanding faculty or staff who happen to be deaf, so that they can engage, help the project, and also develop a trust with others. A second very important thing is to engage with the deaf community in a truly meaningful way. In addition to the obvious of having interpreters there who have space in their in the conversation so the interpretation can be fully done, it's important to really listen to the people who are part of the team from the community, to hear what they say, to give them a meaningful role, and give them feedback on how that's influenced what you're doing. If I had one simple statement of advice, I would say listen respectfully to the people in the deaf community who you've engaged in this process.